Alright everyone, welcome back to Last Word. I'm hoping this will be the last part. Just because I keep finding more stuff I have to do, because I thought this was the last chapter, and I'm still 99% certain this is the last chapter, but did I actually even check the stone yet? I don't think I did. No, I didn't, because I don't think this would have been locked still. Is it real? The Seymour house is out of funds, why didn't the Seymour sell this? Could this be another piece that General Seymour pilfered? If so, it'd be hard to sell. Better keep hidden, I suppose. Oh, this is a special event, and XP is kind of useless at this point.
Yeah.
Whoa, get out of here. Yeah, I actually need to save, because I don't think I saved yet. I'd prefer not to lose. Now, I could be cheap and just get the last word skill, but nah, I'm good. Let's do it. Let me in already. Listen to that confidence. If my heart didn't belong strictly to the Professor, I might concede that you were rather impressive. I'm level 40, I can handle him. It'll be an even fight. Hello, Professor. I don't even remember what voice I gave him. Yes, hello. William says you've been snooping around the estate like a detective. William, however, is quite a bit of a snoopier. So, then, he knows? Yes, it's quite obvious and embarrassing. You found my secret room with a portrait of me and my long-deceased cat, Harper. He was very dear to me, you understand. I rarely talk about him. Oh, you just mean the portrait. You left the door open. Everyone in the state knows about it now. Extremely senseless of you. Okay, is that why you hid it behind the bookshelf? Miss Gossip, I have no idea who put that there, nor I can fathom what purpose it serves. Maybe Mrs. Seymour had a thing for that. I am, after all, just as handsome as I am smart, as you've no doubt noticed. Oh yeah, really? Calm yourself, Miss Gossip. We have no time for that. Plus, it would be inappropriate. You see, there's a secret I must reveal dramatically. And what's that? You and I share a common interest. We're both from the Gossip house. What was that? So he quite literally showed his true colors. He's no longer orange, he's blue. Don't be so... he legitimately just did a whole new color. What? Okay. Don't be surprised, Goss. Don't be so surprised. Gossip House has always been known for its engineers. Inventive minds running our bluish blood and our bluish shirts. Look at this. Isn't it just fancy? But have we met before? Once, when you were very young. You see, I'm your first cousin once removed. What the fuck? What is this? When Gossip House fell, the few of us still were left. I can't stop laughing. This is so weird. This is silly. We were had to move on to new professions, so I joined the armed forces under a false name. The world is made of many strings. Pull a few here, snip a few there. Before you know it, you have a new identity. After several decades, I managed to create Chatter's house with only one person. Me, the Grand Professor Chet Chatters. I shed my rank to an honorary status and tinkered under the government's employ. That is indeed a feat. I had to live all with the stigma of a Gossip name all throughout my career as a photographer. Yes, but you were still a babe when Gossip went defunct. You didn't have to watch it crumble like I did. My entire life was... What exactly is your point, Professor? What do you hope to accomplish with me here? The mouth is funding Chatter's house. St. Lauden's military are relying on this invention to win future wars. Once it's complete, what could come of me? You see, I'm no fool. When I hand this invention over to the military, there's nothing stopping them from using it against me. I'll be stripped of my house. That's a good point. I have no doubt about it. We have no use for a single-person house. That's why I need the word. I need protection. If I have that word, I can sell my creation and remain free to do as I wish. This still doesn't excuse you from using a regime on helpless civilians. Helpless, maybe, but I needed them to aid me in finding the word. They all had connections with Miss Seymour before she left. Her son, Master Seymour, is an obvious choice. She is Private Prattle's mother, Falar Prattle. Mr. McCall was once a popular boxer. Mrs. Seymour was known to frequent his matches. Rumors said she spoke with McCall after a match the day before she ran off. Might be a loose lead, but I have to take it. And what of General Sandoff? What good is having an officer attend your manipulative display? Miss Gossip, the military condoned this party. They sent General Sandoff to see how the mouth affected our soldiers. Looks like we have company. He just... Oh, she actually... Prado came in here.
Yeah.
Well, Professor, I finally managed to worm my way through your door. That servant of yours is no match for my wit. Mrs. Prattle, he was instructed to let you in. You're as low as a threat to me as a gnat on an elephant. But I did mean to have a discussion. Did you mean to ask her about the word? I have no other agenda at this point. She will submit to me and give me every detail of her son's departure. Maybe there's a detail I overlooked. Don't you talk to me as if Don't you talk about me as if I am not standing right here. You have single-handedly destroyed the reputation of my son in my house, you cad. You may as well let her alone. Your experiments are over with. I'm stopping them. You certainly have grown some confidence. I've never lacked confidence, Professor Chatter, and now I don't lack ability either. What are you implying? Mrs. Prattle, you're no longer needed in this room. Please see yourself out and wait with the others. You think I'll simply back away? Ha! You must be kidding yourself, Miss Gossip. I refuse to leave. I plan to head out as well. I think we should both exit together. The professor won't respect our company until he's ready anyhow. After you. Fine. But I insist you exit first. After you. No, after you, Mrs. Prattle. But surely, you first, Mrs. Gossip. Allow me the honor of following your lead. I'll see you outside in a moment. Mingle with the others until I arrive. Well, if you insist. I'm not done with chatters, but for now I enjoy some company over another glass of Harvingdale. You've found the word, haven't you? Indeed I have. And once I gained control of it, all your suggestions and commands slipped from me like a heavy blanket of lies. I see. It's not only empowered you, but it has also improved your use of imagery. Fascinating. That delicious selection of vocabulary was all me, Professor. I don't need the last word to be stylish. But I do need it to gather the others in retreat. We no longer have business here. I'm willing to let you continue however you like, all alone. I don't suppose I could persuade you to let me handle it for a few moments. I appreciate the effort, but no. We're leaving, and there's nothing you can do about it. That seems to be the case, doesn't it? What a shame. Alright, Mr. Gossip. Proceed to the exo property unharmed. Wait, is that the end? No way. He's gonna use the machine on us. Let's do our... Yep. Well, Miss Gossip, you've made a grievous error in letting me keep control of my brilliant, perfect invention. You could have joined me as a chatters and enjoyed the luxuries of a proper house once more, but you're too stubborn. What in the heavens is he talking about? Miss Gossip, what were you discussing in there? The rest of you may be asking what exactly I'm talking about, but that's of no importance. You will be handled in short order. As for you, Miss Gossip, you shall taste the infinite powers of the mouth. This is a true test. Science versus nature. So long as I have my one-way talking device, you can never win. I don't think so, Professor. Your mechanical trickery doesn't work on someone who always has the last word. Nonsense! This machine was designed to have the last word. How did you hear him? Well, if I'm not King of the Apes. Well, I'm not King of the Apes. Did Miss Gossip just respond to that devious fool's godless hunk of metal? Oh, wowzers. Wait a minute. Did I just hear... Where did that audio come from? From me, Professor. From you? Out there? What kind of marvel is this? How can your shrill, terrifying voice be coming through my beautiful machine? The legends prove true. Or at least true enough. It has capabilities beyond your fathoming, and, well, beyond your research. Astounding! I have no way to anticipate the depths of its effectiveness.
Oh.
Would someone please tell me what they mean by all this drivel?
Oh.
Remain composed, Mr. McCall. We're all clueless. Silence is decency. I agree with Mr. McCall. With McCall, we deserve to be acknowledged at the very least. I can believe if we stay settled, we can... Enough squawking! This is too juicy to miss. I must rescind my previous congeniality. My trust has evaporated. Your attempt to restrict us... Oh god, these words. Epitomis's bad form. It is foul behavior, unbecoming of a man of your status. And unbefitting of a host, I say. I can handle this, Mr. Bosings. I don't know, he's a level 40 like us. He could probably help us here. I also technically haven't battled him now that I just realized that. But yes, he has a point. Your hosting abilities leave you much to be desired. I no longer intend to let you keep playing with your toys. Quite bold, aren't we? You've proven nothing except your voice echoes through walls. Hold your tongue! Nobody steps 1 foot from this property, and that's that. I vividly suggest heeding his commands. I will not be ordered any longer. Back down, Professor. Scoff! After you, Miss Gossip. Whoa! Whoa! What? This is impossible! How dare you resist? I need to be careful. It feels like the mouse is impacting his car more than usual. I can feel the metal spinning against my neck. I know it happens if I break completely. I doubt anything good. My victory needs to be swift. Yeah, well, here's a problem with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to win with... I should have moved. Shoot. Oh no, this isn't good. I know. Okay, let's get going. I need to start moving. Okay, so levels doesn't really matter. Oh, piss off. Okay, I can be overt here, which is good. Son of a gun. Let's be overt. I need to get ground though. Problem is, he's very aggressive because he starts. Oh god. Can't get a ground because now he's just gonna because now he's gonna send me right back. Yeah, I don't know how I'm just gonna do this. I think that's the last one too, right? No. I have no idea how I'm gonna win this. I know, it's my final one, hush. I'm just gonna have to push right now since I have a ton of tact. I'm gonna assume he has the last thing, right? Yeah. I might have lost from that. has one more attack, and that's our loss. Yep, he lost. That stinks. Oh well, I tried. I'm gonna have to do it again. This stinks. GG. Oh, I have saving grace, right. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm stuck here. Yep. Alright, see you, I guess, again.
Oh.
Miss Goship? It's just as I... What? Speak up, Miss Goship. Don't mock me. No unwarranted audio, but... What of the word? Why didn't it work? You defeated me. Now there's nothing left. Not for me, and not for you. The metal is shattered completely. It goes to show that you can't catch a ball by hitting it with a stick. Ugh, what a meaningless charade. Can you hear or not? What are we supposed to be suffering through here? I can't hear any of you, as it should be. The scholarship should report to my study. The rest of you must leave immediately and speak of this to no one. Do you hear me? Just like that? I am more willing to leave this place, but I don't suppose there's much to talk about in any case. I couldn't agree more. Let's bury this nonsense and forget we ever had to deal with it. It was an exciting night, I'd say, but yes, I could use some rest. Oh. This was a monumental waste of time and military effort. There isn't even anything proper to show for it. I'd hate to concede to the professor's orders, but there's simply nothing of use to report on. I'd best make my way back to my post. It was a pleasure meeting you both. This is a very long and unnecessary game over. What about you, Witty? Go home, Seymour. Yeah, that's not it. Don't do this. Come on now. Wait, why do I keep... Ugh, I'm messing up. Dude. Can't. Come on. One more. Thank you. Ugh. Oh my god, I started getting frustrated. There. But we got the last word. That was rather unexpected. If you could say that again, my dear. Quite despicable, although the bow tie is a bit much.
Nah.
Wait until my husband hears about this. He'll never believe. Oh, the horrors I've witnessed. Oh, well, at least the wine was good, eh? Ho, ho, ho. Let's say we had a fine evening and see ourselves out, Mr. McCall.
Oh.
I missed the line, but I got super scared. I was like, did I miss something? Anyone care to join us? I could use some fresh air as well. This manor has been getting awfully stuffy. I can't believe that you... His machine must have malfunctioned. There's no other explanation.
Hey.
No other explanation. Have your eyes been...
Ah.
The general is correct. The professor was complaining to me about malfunctions while I was in the study. What was the malfunction? Can it be fixed? That's not within my field of knowledge. It sounded as if he knew the mouth wouldn't survive the night. What of the charade were you engaged in? What did you mean by it all? The professor coaxed me into it. I thought it was more than an effort to save face. Yes, it all makes sense. He needs someone else to blame for his incompetence, right? If he could persuade us that you were in some way manipulating his invention with an outside source. I fear it was too obvious a farce for me to become his scapegoat. The fact that his machine was doomed to fail and this was all a poor act. What a shame. As inconvenient as this was, his idea would have been a useful upgrade for the prototypes we were currently handle. Leave the professor to gather his wits for now. I'm sure he's suffering from his embarrassments, but don't let him sneak away. I have plenty of questions left for him. If you need to be, I'll be standing guard at the front door. Amazing. I can't believe you fibbed so easily. And to think that I almost spoiled the beans about the word. How foolish. Oh my, and that explosion. Are you alright? Of course. I've honestly never felt better. Although a small part of me worries I may have killed the man. I can't imagine it did much harm. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can never hurt you. I've never heard a more ridiculous rhyme in my entire life. You truly are ignorant, Seymour. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that has me thinking. How would you feel about, becoming a member of Seymour House? Seymour, for the last time, we've only just met. No, I mean, we just have to juggle some legal paperwork, but I'm not trying to be romantic. Seymour House has been a mess since Mother left it in my hands. It's on the decline, but you, even without the last word, you could help. Seymour House needs a strong master, and you need a new house. It's a win-win. What's there wrong? Nothing's wrong, Seymour. For the first time since I've met you, you've made me truly speechless. Quite impressive, really. I'll have to think about it. You're unscathed.
Oh.
For the most part, physically at least. Thank the heavens.
Oh.
Emotionally, I'm in a bad way. One can even say that I'm suffering from incurable anger. That can be a tad annoying. My psyche barely holds together. My only solace is that I've discovered the word. It exists just as gloriously as I had envisioned. I have experienced its awful firsthand, and I have lived to repeat the tale. But you knew the mouth was to no match. Always, dear William. My invention didn't stand a chance from conception. Pride blinded me, perhaps. Some believe the properties of that stone hold our country into place, the progenitor of our basic laws of communication. How grand would it be if my creation rival that of Mother Nature, to get the last word against the last word? I would first to applaud you, but your immovable masterpiece would trap us here, the military barking at our threshold. Whereas before we could pawn the mouth away and at least have our safety, now your arrogance has left us with nothing. It would have been madness not to risk one final attempt at possessing the stone. Should I have rested on my laurels? There was no alternative. You have other choices. There are less civil ways of solving such issues. They are often more effective than chit-chat. Yes, or you've discussed. We've witnessed to this to death. A true gentleman does not lower himself to whatever barbarisms you're implying. Your aristocratic nature proves meaningless outside of this enriched world. St. Launan may boast of civility, but we commoners are far removed from the laws that your line, your cradles, and fill your spoons. Whatever the news journals may assert, St. Laudan is hardly the bastion of modernity. Filth lines the gutters, we grow brown with it, and in some way we all end up servants. I may soon buckle to your point of view, William. This line of prestige flickers away like embers of my precious hard work. First Gossip House was taken from me, now Chatter's House. If the fates exist, they demand me elsewhere. Beautifully said. I have a single tear welling up from your eloquent monologue. A small tear, but no less dense with admiration. However, we must depart, and with haste. True, true. No allies linger beyond our door. Rest well. Let us be off, then. Is that it, then? Seems like it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know how to say. The game had interesting gameplay and concept, but that's kind of all I felt towards it now. I think it got very repetitive after a while. The challenges itself, while I did get annoyed at certain times, or really just at the final boss because it took me 3 tries, no, it was alright. I can't really say too much about it, to be honest, because it didn't really leave that much of a lasting impact. It's not gonna leave much of a lasting impact on me because it's just there. Would I recommend it? I guess if you want to play an RPG game that has a bit of a different style of combat, then 100% try this game out at least a little bit. It's honestly not that much. It's like, what, $5, I believe? I don't actually know. Let me check quick. I don't remember how much it was, or though. Actually, no. Future me, pop it up on the screen how much it is. I do think one of the things I did think was good is the designs of the characters are pretty neat. They're portraits anyway. I didn't really like the portraits. Otherwise, it was alright. I don't think it's neither bad nor good. I think it's kind of just somewhere in the middle. But that's been it for Last Word. Until next time, everyone. I'll see you next time. Enjoy the credits, and Oh, is there actually a cutscene at the end?
Ah.
Are you staying here, Seymour? I think I will. It's kind of nice to be back at my childhood home. Yes, but you don't own the estate anymore. This property still belongs to Chatter's house. Then my first task of today will be to send a letter to Mr. Callhouse, see if there's some way to manipulate the paperwork. With the professor's experiment destroyed, I see no reason why he'll want to keep living here. Look at you, making a plan all by yourself. Make the Seymours proud. What about you? Where are you going? We've been up all night. I have work in a few hours. Remember, I'm still a commoner. No rest for me.
Hey.
What about my offer to join the Seymours' house? You're gonna have to give me more time to think than a few minutes. A lot of paths have opened for me now. I'm not gonna commit to anything until I've mulled over my priorities. That's sensible.
Ah.
Don't give me that face, Seymour. Your offer is currently my top prospect. Just handle this place till I get back to you. I can try. I mean, yes, I will. Good. But you know what I still don't understand? Oh! Hey. Nice. If you're anything like me, you don't understand any of it. We're not in the same boat. From what I understand is that portrait in the secret room. I know why it's there, technically. The servant mentioned its ornaments, yet the portrait was more important than a simple gift. It gave me a clue about the incorrect cat collar. I don't think anyone had the opportunity to alter the painting, or reason to. If nothing else, someone knew enough about the cat beforehand. Anyone who studied that picture might learn what you learned.
Ah.
Could someone else have known about Chatter's pet history before attending? Enough to bring a fake collar from you? Was the professor meant to find this collar? You think he found the word instead of a copy? Is it possible we missed something? Well, I can't be sure. The power of my collar won't last. There must be an original, right? I found an envelope filled with photographs when I first arrived. Most of them escaped me, but I did come up with one last one recently. If you're looking for a hidden room, maybe the thing you're looking for is... Well, just take a look. Oh. I'll save... Ugh, this is all but useless to me right now. Yeah, maybe we should rest on it. I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Well, actually, it isn't that important. I'll try to think about it more tomorrow. Mr. Bostings, you're leaving too? Ah, yes, Miss Scholarship. I've worn out on my welcome, as I'm sure we all have. Ho ho ho. What did you make of tonight's activities? It's a strange place we live in, you two. I have traveled far and wide. I could say there's quite no place like St. Lauden. The professor's tried the very best. Bleh. The professor tried to change the way the world around him works. I respect as much. Well, sometimes you just have to be satisfied. My voice is slowly turning into chatters again. I don't know why. That's all well and good, but I wasn't being philosophical. I know you weren't. When I finally let the wine get to me, even a boasting has its limits. What do you say you and I head out so young Master Seymour here can finalize his duties, eh? I lost his voice. I don't know what happened. I lost the judge's voice. I don't know what it was. Yeah, no need to stick around, Weedy. We can figure this out sometime later.
Ah.
Of course. Good night, Seymour. Indeed, Mr. Boasting, we should be off. After you.
Oh.
It would be my pleasure, Miss Scholarship. Oh, wow, we got the last word on the judge even at the very end, though. Okay, now you all can have a wonderful rest of your day. I wasn't expecting the epilogue there, to be honest. I thought the credits was it. See you all next time.